Hello, everybody, and welcome back to M&J Games, and welcome to another Coaster Spotlight. Now, this one is called Enzian, and it says on work, so I'm guessing there's kind of a work in progress at times because this was originally started almost a year ago, but it did recently have an update, and it was actually updated where this originally was an inversion, and I remember thinking that was the only part of the coaster that I wasn't a huge fan of, but then they went back and changed it. So I think it looks really great. But as you can see, this is more of an Alpine themed RMC hybrid, and it's created by Kazu Chika, I think is how you pronounce the name. I apologize if I got that wrong. But as you can see, really a lot of inversions, a lot of those quick kind of sharp turns and overbank turns. And I don't know about you guys, but I am excited to take a ride on this coaster. So let's go ahead and look at the stats before we go on the coaster. So as you can see, everything's all green, which is fantastic. The results: max speed 87 miles per hour, biggest drop 222 feet. So this would be the largest RMC if this were a real coaster. Obviously, I like having the little transfer track there. The only issue is there's really not a way for the coaster to get on that track unless if your idea was you got a coaster sitting here and you can just simply shift the track over. And but obviously, like, there's not the supports and stuff for there. But I mean, I do love seeing transfer tracks and stuff. And so vertical G's are a little bit high. Um, 5 inversions, a lot of airtime. So I am really excited to go for a ride on this coaster. Wow, that was intense. That was an intense coaster, and man, was it awesome. I absolutely loved it. This is a strange little house right here, but looks good. And as you can see, really did a good job with just when you're actually on the coaster, really making it feel like you are in kind of these alpine woods. Um, from the top view, it looks like a little bit more could have been done, but the whole point is when you're actually in that environment, how the guests would be, it looks fantastic. Maybe placing some more rocks in some areas, like on the side here, could have worked. But at the end of the day, you're just creating a ride spotlight or a ride instead of an entire park. And how cool is this part right here? I mean, that is beautiful. Wow, that looks awesome. I'd love to know, like, what was your favorite part of this coaster, and what did you guys think of it? I mean, this first overbank turn is awesome. I don't even know where to choose. I think there are just so many great elements. The inversions. I think the inversion out of the station was cool, but I definitely like this. initial drop, like the kind of the pre-drop, and then you kind of hover on this side for a second before you drop down. It kind of gives me Outlaw Run vibes in a sense, but obviously it's a little bit more extreme. But this is just absolutely phenomenal. Tremendous job. Loved it. I think there's like one or two areas where it wasn't super smooth, but that kind of fits with this style because it wasn't smooth in terms of rough. It was more just kind of like seemed like it would be throwing you around. And that's how RMCs, at least the ones I've been on, are is they are really smooth, but they throw you around. Um, that is just a phenomenal coaster, and it's interesting that two of the three inversions in the ride are before you are actually gaining any speed. It's like that's pretty cool to see that kind of as you're leading into the lift hill. So really great job. Love to hear y'all's thoughts. And as always, make sure to click on the link below if you want to download this from the workshop or at least give it a thumbs up. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not, and that you hit the like button on this video to stay up to date with the content that we release. And I appreciate all the constant support that you guys show and the comments and suggestions and all of that stuff. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.